Hello, Sangeeta.
Manoj. So you want to speak something, or should I go ahead with the webinar? Do you have any question?
You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So at sharp 9, we will start. Is that okay with you?
Okay.
So it is 9. So we'll start, and I'm live streaming in the YouTube also. So welcome everybody to this Wednesday webinar. As you know, my new routine is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday webinar. So it will become a kind of master class and classroom discussion also. If there are few people, but since I am live streaming on YouTube, maybe many of them watching, and they will not be communicate with me. So what I'll be doing is I'll go ahead with my usual webinar address. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining this webinar. And let me start with by sharing the screen so that you know what is the subject of this webinar. So already I have told everybody that this is leadership growth webinar because I am a leadership growth mentor and I help working professionals to achieve leadership growth using a special technique called resourceful influencing technique, which I have used for my growth. And it is a smart formula that creates clarity because many people going ahead will discuss that in a second. They lack clarity, fulfillment, and accelerated growth because many of the people that I have come across, the leaders, they are actually very successful in their work life. There are very small hiccups in between. Sometimes they get stuck. And when they get stuck, there is nobody who can help them out of that situation. They are stuck in that position for quite long. And because they are stuck, everybody starts kind of sidelining them. And they are very potential people. That is why they are successful, right? And still, they are not being helped by anybody. So they start grieving, complaining. When they start complaining, they are operating at 20% productivity level. So if they are operating at 20% productivity level, very potential people, what happens to their potential for 3 to 5 years if they spend like that? So that is why I have designed this course so that it is not very difficult for them. It is just that they are stuck and nobody has guided them out of that situation. So it is for those working professionals who are stuck. And because they are stuck, they are working at 20% productivity level. Naturally, when a person of high caliber feels stuck, he feels unfulfilled. He feels that time is running away and he is not able to do anything with the life. And what is there for you? There are actually, if you can achieve this, these are very simple formulas, but it requires a discipline. It makes you a winning leader. And there is a little story like, say, we capture 100 plus success stories. In fact, we can create 1 lakh success stories if you have 5+ years of experience. You become the scorer in the team and you have a victory formula. You will have a victory formula you can figure out according to your personality. It is not something that I'll be teaching. You will find that yourself because you are a different person whom I might be knowing for the first time. Still, I promise you that you have been born a very special person and you will find that out. because somebody will help you. Because here is a system I have formulated which will help you find out that potential in you. Third thing is, you will be a leader who will also make all others a leader. So apart from you, others become a leader when they come in association with you. That is a huge, huge kind of blessing. So that you can have, and because you are born unique, you have a distinct leadership style. Already you have a style. Actually, I'll give you some tests. You can do it yourself, and that test, because it is a computer test, it will like say find out a particular leadership style for you. But still, you will see that you have some elements of other leadership styles as well. So combining all that, whatever suits you, you can make your own distinctive style. You will become a highly productive, because I teach basically how you will become highly productive with smart work. You don't have, and along with that, I also teach time freedom. That means that you will have more time for yourself while becoming highly productive. 90% of productivity level at the least. Still, you will have more time for you. You have multiple source of income with, if you have just one skill. Last time I met somebody who had 10 skills. So I am very sure at least one skill you have, because you are a working professional, at least one skill you have already, right? But you will have multiple skills, and one of them is surely monetizable. You will become a manifester. And each of us is a manifester by default, because you are a human being. We are born with the faculties of the mind. We are not the strongest animal in this animal world. We are not the fastest. We are not the tallest. Nothing like that. We only have the faculty of the mind, with which we are the best creation of this creation, we can see. So now you will experience that. You'll become a tranquil leader, because one of my values is tranquility. No matter what is happening around you, you are peaceful. So that is what I call as a tranquil leader. So as a leader, actually you will face several kind of problems, complaints, and so many other things, but still you'll be peaceful with a 4 days work week. So 3 days of the week, you will not have any other work other than the work that you love doing. So that we will figure out. Then you will become an insightful leader, because it takes very little, a small discipline, a small tweak in you, that makes you an insightful leader. Each of us has huge amount of insights inside us, but we haven't recognized that as yet. And you will become a global crusader. I will show you how. With a global dream. The moment you have a global dream, you become a crusader, because you start working small things, right? And as it is, you are a very potential person. That is why you are here. And you are a trendsetter, a breakthrough professional. With that potential, you can become one. Of course, you will upset many of the people, but that doesn't matter now, because you have some kind of tools, and some kind of tools this system will give you. With that, you develop that proficiency inside you, whatever it is there, and that will bring out the more about you. That is what leadership growth is. It is not about becoming the boss. It is about becoming more of you. Boss means what? Boss means a small team is there, you become the boss. Is that your ultimate goal? Your ultimate goal should be a bigger one, very big one. You'll be somebody whom nobody can touch. So opening question is, would you like to become that kind of leader, or you don't? So if you want to become that kind of leader, investment is required. It is not only in the terms of money, it is in the terms of discipline, your time, and your mindset. And as I told you, industry data says whenever somebody is dissatisfied, he's complaining, he complains with the name of salary, relationship with boss, work condition, but there is a bigger, deeper reason why he is dissatisfied. And when he is dissatisfied, he is looking for a job, an alternative solution, a solution away from the workplace. And when he is doing so, he is working at 20% productivity level. This is industry data. And the more senior one is, the more delayed the alternative solution will be. Because if or she is looking for an alternative job, the senior person will get lesser opportunity, and a suitable opportunity will be, like say, it will be delayed, right? It will take you time to find out that. So during that time, you operate at 20% productivity level. So how to utilize, even if you are, so it is fully justified if you are looking for a job, okay, fine. But while you are looking for that job, who is responsible for your productivity? Even if you don't want to work for the company right now, if you don't feel like work for this company under this boss, still it is you who is suffering, who is making injustice for with yourself, right? Being 20% productive at this level, at this time for 3 to 5 years. So I did a market research to find out what exactly is the reason. And I found out that there are many reasons. People don't say only salary raise. Salary raise is the one excuse. Those 4, 5 are the industry data that comes from any research that you will find it. There are big, deeper reasons. They have personality issues, mindset issues, and those are some people are not motivated. Some people have friction all the time at every place, not only at office. They have with friends, they have with spouse. Some of them are very afraid of change. Some of them are very afraid of getting transferred to another place. Some people feel restlessness because they're expecting more than whatever is right now they have, and other people are progressing. And then all these kinds of things are there which is not directly related to workplace, or nobody at workplace can solve this problem. So who they will go to first is becoming aware of what is like say pinching them. So I have categorized all the problems into 10 categories. It is life decision, work decision, whatever you are seeing and the screen, all those categories cover all the difficulties that you have in life. So let us fix, while you are watching this, you can fix what is your right now, whatever problem you have, that problem is close to which one. And we will soon discover that that problem has a link to other problems as well. But the most difficult or the most prominent category, whatever is closest to your current position, you can find out that, single out that, and can start working on those, on that. Then slowly you can build up other things. So your immediate win will happen if you start working on that. Then your confidence will build up, and then you can solve all the problems. So the process that I teach is, the basic of that process is confidence building. And how you build confidence, there are several kind of aspects of your personality which you don't know. Those are resources to you, and we'll figure out those. This is the process I'll teach. So how to deal with this? That is what I call as resourceful influencing. Those resources with which you will influence the world. That is what is resourceful influencing is. So how it all started. I used to be a star performer, but not the boss. So I used to complain a lot, but I loved my work. I could handle a lot of tasks just like any of you. But I was never trained for this. I just figured out it myself. All of us do that at some point or other. And then I attended a HR workshop, although I was never a HR professional. I was never trained as a HR professional. There I was supposed to present the HR policy of my organization, and my organization didn't have a HR policy. So I had to design, then and there, and present it. Everybody appreciated. My background is I am a postgraduate in mathematics. So how come? And my background was research, social research. How come I kind of drafted a HR policy? You know, so it requires common sense. That is what. So it was resourcefulness. Common sense also is a resource, right? So that is what I am trying to impress upon you, is that everybody has, according to his or her aptitude, has some kind of common sense, which is which can be like say engaged to impress upon people, influence the world, right? So it started like that, and then I used that at Rajasthan soon after, where I had to enumerate 44 lakh women in 2 months' time. So I trained 12,000 volunteers out there, figured out the cans district wise. There were 29 districts, and every district, every day, we had planned 65 cans. So it required a huge amount of planning, designing, executing, logistics, training, everything. But it was done. You know. It was done in just 60 days, 44 lakh women. So if you plan well, you can do. That is my point. And I was never trained for this, I tell you. Second is Meghalaya. Immediately after Rajasthan, I was placed at Meghalaya. I was executing a national e-governance scheme, which is called Common Service Center, wherein all the remote places of the state had to be connected to the central server at Miss Shillong. So Meghalaya is a very awkward kind of territory. No broadband was working. So what was the alternative solution? So there was a penalty clause attached to our project, which we were doing, and government was like say repeatedly telling us, if you don't do this connectivity within say 30 days, you will have to pay heavy penalty. Even jail will happen. So it was say after 1.5 years of that project, I was allowed by my senior management to find out the solution. Before that, nobody was allowing me also. You know how a corporate is. When people are dominating, they are dominating. When they are sidelining, they are sidelining. But I was okay with this because I was enjoying my stay at Meghalaya. I was doing all the trainings of these people. I was finding out because Meghalayan people, they are not teachable, you know, they are very difficult to train. So I was somehow finding out people and training them. I was busy with that. So in the all the 7 districts, I had to travel. I had to find out people. I had to train them. One batch is leaving. Some people are leaving. So that is what I was doing. Then when this emergency came, I went to the telephone head, the department head, and asked him to provide data card and VSATs. So he was surprised. How come you come up with this solution? Because nobody had thought of this. Then I also thought inside me, how come I knew the solution? I didn't know. How can I know? Because I was not from technical background. But I knew because I was looking for solution. So if you look for solution, this is the second clue. If you look for solution, there will be a solution available. If you complain a lot, then your brain will be focused towards problem and you cannot see the solution even if it is there in front. So I was looking for a solution, what will work in this peculiar territory. So data card I was using, so I gave 125 data card. There were 239 centers to be established, so I gave 125 data card to 125 centers, and very difficult centers I gave research. I convinced my company to give 5 research. Research were very expensive that time, but we had to give. And the success of these solutions made the Meghalayan government to donate 42 research to other centers. That was my achievement, and I was never trained for this. And whenever there was a training at Delhi or meeting at Delhi, this telephone department called me and asked me, what should we talk there? Tell us, who, like say, as if I was a big technical person or scientist or something. So people, you can generate this kind of respect if you are very innovative. You don't have to be trained for that. You have to look for solutions. Third is Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, very different from whatever I had done before. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, I was tracking repayment rate. What is happening? There was a peculiar collapse of microfinance institution at that time, so I was tracking with the methods of data science, data mining, and all that. I was never trained for that. I learned it because the situation wanted me to do that. I was like, say, tracking them with like whatever you see during election time, the graph goes up, down, like that. So that was what I was doing. After that, again, very different perspective. I went to Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve. You may Google it. It is in Madhya Pradesh, Umaria district. And we were asked to find alternative livelihood solution because these people had only 3 months of food, and for the rest of the year they had to go to the deeper forest where tiger was there and they were getting killed. You can see a tiger in the photo also. So I lived here in this forest. I lived there for 4 years and we created a solution. And going forward, you will see what results we had achieved. Right? So that was again very different solution. So by now, I was not looking to be a boss. I was looking for results because I was getting recognized for finding solutions. And everybody was knowing me, started knowing me because I always accepted challenging tasks and found solutions. So ultimately, I was not looking for the boss. I was not looking for designation. I was looking for challenging tasks. Don't you look for challenging tasks all the time, even though you don't know it? What inspires you, propels you to go forward? A challenge. Do you realize that? Each of us loves challenge. That is what propels us. So, when I talk to anybody, any working professional, they will talk about, there is no reward in my place, no expertise is recognized, no salary raise, no promotion, no opportunity. All this had happened to me also. But I found out the solution. Na? I found out the opportunity where I could get this. And also I told you just now that these are not the things that one looks for. Inside out, everybody looks for recognition. Everybody looks for fulfillment. If you are very fulfilled, very satisfied with your work, will you bother how much money you are getting? Of course, money is essential. And sooner or later, you have to have some respectable salary, respectable income for you. I agree. But if you don't have fulfillment, even if you get 1 crore rupees, Tony Robbins, you have heard, his students are millionaires. All of them are feeling unfulfilled, and that is why they have come for training to train Tony Robbins. So what happened? If you think that money is the only thing, why these millionaires are feeling unfulfilled? So when you reach there, you will find, and you must have been reading also, it is never money. So ask yourself three questions. What are you bothered about? First is, how do you see yourself? That is my first question. Second is, how do people see you? How do people perceive you? Third is, how do you want to be remembered? That is recognition, your legacy, right? So these are the three questions. And let me define, can you do this? So resourcefulness is what? Finding out what resources you have, what qualities you have, what opportunities you have. Everybody has been given some qualities, some opportunities. By what process you will utilize that? And to utilize that, who you need to become, right? Everybody cannot utilize even if the solution is there, the resources are there. You have to become somebody to synthesize all those opportunities. And why this choice? You can become so many avatars of yours, but why you have chosen what you have chosen? You have to decide that you and you only have to decide on that, because you are the person who needs to carry yourself forward. So who will tell you? People can show you direction, but which direction you will take, it is entirely your choice. Second aspect is influencing. What challenges are there? How do you overcome the challenges? What is the process? Who you take help and team up with, and why this is necessary? Why influencing is necessary? If you are not feeling that I don't need to influence anybody, then you won't be able to do. If you are not looking for this, then you are not looking for many things in life. Maybe this is not your path. But what else are you looking for? Ask yourself. And resourceful influencing, what does it do? It wins your recognition and growth. That is what if you were complaining about. Yes. Because you are resourceful, no? You have solved problems for people. So that is how you will get recognized. It creates resilience, because will if you are resourceful, you will not do this once. You will do it repeatedly. Time and again you will solve problems, because that is what is in your DNA, right? And you overcome struggles and challenges like nothing, because those are nothing for you. And it unravels relevance, because you are the person who becomes relevant in crisis situation. That is what your recognition reputation will be, and it propels you towards reaching there. Beyond the recognition of people, what people think, you have to go beyond people's expectation, because these people, your circle will change. As you grow, you will outgrow your situation, your circumstance. You will not be part of that same community anymore. You will grow bigger, a big fish. So you will outgrow that pond and you will go to a bigger pond. So you are reaching beyond whatever is there today. So as you reach beyond and beyond and beyond, you are creating a legacy for yourself and your children and your grandchildren and for the posterity. That is how you are going to be recognized. So all these three questions get answered if you are a resourceful influencer, right? And the influence path starts by recognizing the uniqueness that differentiates you from the entire world. The second is, if you are unique, then the other person in front of you also is unique. You need to accept the uniqueness of the other person also. And once you accept the other person, what will you get? You will get admiration, right? Respectability, love, affection, respect, right? So that is how you make a team. When you get that, it will be easier for you to overcome bigger challenges. Whatever challenges I spoke of, if I would have started doing it all by myself, Would I have achieved all those results? Never. So it is a teamwork, always, always. So if your vision, right now I don't know what is your vision, but if that vision is to reach the stars, then you have to have a team. And how do you have a team? These are the characteristics you need to form right now. And once you are bigger than the opportunity, opportunity will follow you. You will stand out obviously. Nobody can stop you from anywhere. Right? So this is the influence path. And my three secrets are only this simple. How to manage yourself, how to manage people, and how to manage time. These are the simple things. And my values are dignity, freedom, and transformation. What do I mean by dignity? When you work, you have to do it with honesty, integrity, and like say integrity, of course, right? So what you say, you do, and you ensure that it is respectable, right? You don't do anything which does not bring you respect. So that is what dignity. So I have put dignity ahead of integrity and honesty. The second, sorry, the second thing is freedom. That is what we are talking about, right? So no matter what we do, we need to have this freedom, freedom of everything. We are not bonded level to anything. Even if we love our work, we are master of our work. We are not laborer to our work. We are not prisoner to our work. So that is the second thing. And transformation. So when you learn, you are a continuous learner. You are not the same person every day. If you learn something today, you entirely transform yourself. So be a continuous learner and you always a transformed person. What is transformation? Like the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. There is no characteristic of the caterpillar in a butterfly. That is what a transformation is. So if you have a very big, huge vision and you are thinking how to achieve that, then you have to become a butterfly if you are still a caterpillar. That is my values. I follow. I hope you to follow. And the for the three secrets, I have created some action points also. So I have named them as this thing. The first thing is how you respond to situation. Are you very reactive, or you think twice, thrice, then you respond? That is what your responsive pattern is. From that, people identify who the person you are. And identifying your strength, I already told you. And there are 5 aspects you need to be careful about. What are those? Those are making the most of relationships, how you handle change, how you manage challenges. How I have done, I'll show you. But your situation might be very different. We'll find out and figure out how you do that. Nobody's situation is like entirely similar to the another person. But these are the 5 categories you need to overcome. Emotional intelligence and dealing with ambiguity. I'll explain it going forward. And in the third category, how to reach beyond is like say you cannot do only with your resourcefulness. It has to be your mind. Your mind resource has to be brought in, and that is how you can do. If you practice mindfulness, if you practice mindfulness by creating daily wins, that is possible because that is happening all the time. And monetizing is skill because paisa inspires, right? So these are the 10 categories. And where is my blueprint? I lost my blueprint maybe. So let us talk about this potency, identifying strength. And these are the 4 tests. If you want, then you can take a screenshot of this also. you can do these tests yourself. So take a screenshot of this, and you will find by the strength test, you will find 5 personality tests. Just don't pay anything. Whenever it asks to pay something, then you stop that. Then and there will be 5 traits that will be identified. So you take note of that, take a screenshot or record that, download that. Personality test is whereby you will be identified what kind of personality you have. Passion test is another kind of test. This test is another kind of, all about your personality test only. Do all these checks, and last one is the abundance blocks. There is something in the mindset which is blocked if you are not achieving your results. So take that, all that, and uh, by this, what will happen is, in the strength test, you will find out 5 traits. In the personality test, you will find your personality. And with that personality, you will find at least 6 to 7 traits, 7 characteristics again. In the passion test, also you will find 3 to 4 things. And you have some skills and you have an aptitude. So all this makes about 16 to 17 kind of factors. Out of these factors, from each category, take one item each and make a story. That is what you have done. That is why you have this characteristic. It is not given by me, it is already God given in you. So if you have 16 characteristics and you have to take 5 factors out of each, then at a time, 16C5, if you know a little bit of combination theory, then it makes you about 70,000 stories, right? Out of those 70,000 stories, how many do you know right now? Tell me. You will not be knowing more than 100. Last time I met somebody who didn't even know 10. He never spoke more than 10 to anybody. So what happens to your confidence if you don't know about yourself, 100 things about yourself that you have done? I'm pretty confident that you already have those 70,000. Nahi to 1,000 to हुआ होगा ना? What about that 1,000 stories? Can you write those 1,000 stories, competency stories about yourself? No, I don't think so. So that is what you learn. If you don't know about yourself, who will know? If you don't tell about yourself, who will tell? If you don't convey about you don't know about your resources, right? Who else will recognize your resources? So that is the first thing that we will do in this course, right? So there are 18 kinds of leadership type. You will be one of those, but you will find that you will be some total of many different kind of people out there. I have tried to write some of them, but that is what. So once you are done with that, what will happen is, apart from all those, you have some kind of attitude, some habit, action, and perception. These things, have you heard that people are laid off not because of skills, they are laid off because of attitude. Bad attitude, nobody wants. Nobody wants in their team. So all these 4 factors will create your reality. That is what I have told you. Attitude defines your personality. Bad or good, everybody can perceive. Habit strengthens credibility because you will do always the positive things. Action enhances your dependability because you are always acting in time, and perception creates your reality. This is the most important part. A glass half filled is half empty for somebody. So it depends upon you whether the glass is half filled or half empty. So what is the perspective you take about your life? That depends upon your personality, right? And you can change this rating. That is what your leadership rating is. Even if you are 100% capable and somebody is up against you with capability and skills and experience and everything, but if you have good attitude, you will be chosen. If you are strong with these four aspects, you are the winner. Perception, what is it, you know? Suppose there is a jhagda happening in the street and you are standing just along with them. How much you are able to see? You are seeing what others are seeing. Suppose you climb up to the third story. How much you will see? You will see something extra than whatever people were seeing in the ground level, at their level. If you are going to the 10th story, you will not listen to anything anymore. Whatever is not required, you will not listen. You will feel as if these people are fighting for nothing. So, if your mind status climbs upstairs, it will not bother about the smallest useless details anymore. It will focus on the higher spectrum of your vision, right? So, perception is that powerful. If you want to build your perception, you have to climb to the 10th story, right? And I lost my blueprint, otherwise I would have told you, even if anybody is competing, if your ahap is stronger, you will win. And characteristic of a resourceful mindset is, it always, he or she is a giver, basically. They recognize the existing opportunity. Whatever ongoing difficulty is there, they are not escaping from that. They identify their own strengths and weaknesses, and they identify other people's strengths and weaknesses, and they leverage from the strengths, ignore the weakness. That is the characteristic. And they follow a proven discipline, which means they don't waste time. Whoever has gone that far, whoever has the experience, they will learn from their experience. They save time. How much time do you have in your life? Nobody knows. But suppose our time ends tomorrow. Have we done enough today, right now? Can we start today? Nobody knows, right? So how can you give yourself endless time? That is why you should, you, me, everybody should save time. And action points of these resourceful influencers are, they observe intently, they reflect upon whatever they learn, they rectify whatever mistakes they had done last time, whatever solution was successful, the next time a problem comes, they tweak a bit, because all the problems are not similar, not identical. They will come in different form. So whatever learning they had from the last time, they will tweak it, form into a different solution. And they will journal them regularly so that they don't forget. And that thereby they create daily wins. Whatever has happened in your day today, just remember and write down two at least, two incidents, one good, one bad. Or if two good things have happened, nothing like it. You are blessed, right? So write down those two. Those are your wins. Suppose very bad something has happened. So those bad things are your learnings. Universe is kind enough to bring us learnings. There are no failures, no bad things. If we put our perspectives in a right kind of spirit, there is no failure. Always wins. So why not focus on the wins? That will make us energetic, positive, and solution focused. Right? My backstory, a little bit about already I have told. I have trained 18,000 professionals so far. I am a postgraduate in mathematics. So far, I have impacted 1 crore lives. Already, I have given you the perspective what kind of numbers. And whoever I have trained directly, They are doing great themselves because they have taken. I have just identified their skills, and I'll give you some examples also how I have done. And I found even if they are uneducated, I have found at least two skills in each of them. So I'm pretty sure that at least two skills you have, right? And why I am doing that? Because I operate from a space of positivity, creativity, and become more. I become more. I love people becoming more. And I have this, I have 6 values, which I call as Tidal's values, which are tranquility, inclusion, dignity, abundance, learning, and joy. Right? So you can also have your perspective, your values, and those values are the guiding force in your life. These are a few of my recognition. I was sent on a study to Canada. And my organization won many accolades because of my work. It is a collective work, of course. And my mission is to impact 1 billion lives with 1 lakh super performing global players in 139 countries. The people I am training and whoever is listening, they are my super performing global player if they come to my team. And I am visualizing to have them in 139 countries and impact with a one multi-billion dollar enterprise. So why I have such a big dream? Because already I have achieved partly, and I'm pretty sure that I can achieve it faster. So if you put this big a dream, then you climb to the 10th story. You are not bothered about the petty details of the ground floor, right? And my system is Resourceful Influencers Club. And I already told you, and this is my blueprint. As I was telling you, the first is the difference, the uniqueness you are born with. The second is the resilience that you will prove. The third is the influence, and the fourth is prominence that you get. And when you get to the prominence level, again you will find competition at that level, and again you have to follow the entire circle because you have to go up, 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 and up, right? The second is response pattern. Already I have discussed a bit, but I'll tell you 5 principles of how you become your response should be. I call that as strategic position. The first is subtle assertion. Suppose you are in an interview situation. In that situation, it is very easy to explain. So first, the interviewer asks you a question. So you subtly, although you have done very exemplary work, you will not say, I have done this, I have done that. No. You will say, I help people do. As our mentor also says, I help people become more. And how that has happened, you can give example. So that way, you are a person of humility and you are expressing your achievements as well. So that is subtle assertion. Second is strong conviction. When you are saying something, even so far, whatever I have told, many things might have come to your mind, how this is possible and all that. So an viewer, they will ask you that, ऐसे ही बोल रहा है यार, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. So when they ask you such kind of question, you are not to be disturbed. Why? Because you have done that already. You are not bluffing. That conviction is there inside. But you don't have to show that. You have to show with your conviction that this is how I have done it. Might that be a very exceptional case? Because everybody is provided with exceptional circumstances. That interviewer might not have had those kind of opportunities that you had. So you are a blessed person. That person might have been blessed elsewhere where you were not. So you are not going to contest him. Na? So you are telling about yourself. So be strong with your conviction. Third is suitable obsession. Sometimes, no, you have to tell that this is possible means this is possible. People should think a bit in their mind that you pagal hai thoda sa, right? But you need to have that pagalpan. Otherwise, you cannot be a leader. Not at all a resourceful leader. So have that obsession. Fourth is subliminal orientation. Now, after you establish first three, the fourth is you have to take that person into your consideration as well. You try telling him what benefit he will have if he recruits you. So you always tell कि दोनों मिलके ये कर देंगे, ये कर सकते हैं. This kind of language, right? That is like say, अरे इसको तो recruit करना ही पड़ेगा, kind, right? And synergizing conversation. At the end of the interview, what happens? Those people will ask definitely, intentionally irritating questions. So what happens if you are not recruited? So what happens if you are paid less? So what happens if you are sent to some remote place? All these stupid questions. So that time also, you tell that together we will achieve this, no matter what. Together we'll do this. Together we'll take our company to that, right? So the fourth stage is about his benefit, whoever is asking you question. And in the fifth, it is the company you are taking together, taking that person also into the fold. So if you are taking your company to a very, say somewhat a very, some milestone, then you are telling that person that you will team up with him. So that person छोड़ेगा नहीं आपको. He will definitely recruit you. So this is an interview situation that I had given. This happens at all possible. Well, wherever there is a negotiation, this kind of scenario happens. So remember these 5 stages of conversation, right? So third is mentoring. Why mentoring? Because if you mentor, what happens? You know, why do you mentor your junior people? This is how I mentored one executive who has freshly joined, and she knew nothing. She 6 years back she had left her education and all that, and she didn't have any aspiration as well. नौकरी मिल गई है बहुत. It was like that. Today she is the HR manager, where I used to be the HR head. By the way, I was HR head of a very big company where I had worked. All those things I had done. And how HR head, you know, people recognize your resourcefulness and they put in you some kind of position where you were never trained for. This has happened in my life all the time. So I made this lady also to do whatever I had taught and whatever I am trying to teach here, or whatever I am trying to give you here. The same thing I gave to her. And I recruited her in 2015. In 7 years' time, she has rose to the HR manager position. She handles almost everything. Many HR head have come and gone. She is handling everything, you know. So why I did that? Why should you do that? Because you are saving your time, right? That is what I had promised you. So if you start doing everything on your own, सुबह से खाना बनाने से लेके रात का खाना बनाने तक, if you start doing everything, where will you have time? So engage people. No, in that process they will become more. You will recognize their presence in your life, and also they will become more. They will respect you, and also you will save time. As a leader, you have to spend 80% of your time in planning and 20% only in execution. So if You are planning ही करता रहेगा तो काम कब करेगा जी? That calm will be done by your staff, this second and third ranks. That is why you will mentor. That is the second thing, you know. And you always think that someday these people will take over your position. Why I said I tell you to do that? Because you are removing yourself from that position, a top position, to somewhere else. Because the universe always loves a vacuum to happen in your life so that it fills up you with a better person. Even if you think that यहाँ पे head बन गए तो सब कुछ हो गया, if you create a amicable environment for you to grow and also take yourself out, then you are going to get a better opportunity. Challenge कर लो मेरे से. That is what I have done. I am not there na, but I am in a much better position, right? So you try to do that, and always, because this is, you are coming from a service mentality. Every day that person will not be manager, she will be the head someday. सबका aspiration होता है. So if you are the head all the time, then where she will go? What happens to her growth? What happens to your growth? HR head कब तक बन के रहेंगे? You will get bored ना. You need new challenges. As I said in the beginning, everybody requires challenges in life to feel fulfilled, right? So these are some of the testimonials of my colleagues. बड़ा बड़ा बात किया है मेरे से. अच्छा, managing challenges. So in Meghalaya, when I was establishing this common services center, these ladies were like, say, these were not paid professionals. The operators are to earn their own salaries, their own income, right? So how could they earn? It was in 2008 to 10. Not many applications were, like say, from the phone and all. So I had to create a business plan for them. This is in Cherrapunji, the most rain-fed kind of area. Although it is now have shifted to the other side of the mountains, it is called Mosim Mara. And I created a business plan along with the banks so that they can earn. That is another story we'll tell someday. So that was the challenge. This was Bandhavgarh that I told you, Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, where I stayed in the forest for 4 years. These are the challenges I had. But what I achieved, no, slightly later it will be there. Handling change. So when I was HR head, then there was a big project which was dead. It was a dead project of watershed in Jharkhand, Kupi, right? So I was sent there. कि solution तो तुम हमेशा ढूंढ लेती हो. Why not find out, revive this watershed for us? So that challenge I took and revived it. So you can see, मोर्चा लगा के इधर, मोर्चा लगा के ऐसा चलवे ना, चलचे ना, right? Then emotional intelligence. Whatever I did at Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, where that was a food scarce area where people had only 3 months of food. And that is why they were going to the forest. There, within 4 years, we made it food sufficient. लोगों के पास इतना grain, इतना अनाज था, they started selling. So you must have heard कि भारत 70 साल से आजाद हो गया, अभी भी भुखमरी नहीं गई. But in my experience, I turned around an area which is food sufficient now. So if only one person can turn an area, given the opportunity, my team can eradicate bhukmari from the entire globe, right? Is it not daydreaming, right? If I have done in 4 years at one place, team hoga to within 10 years I can eradicate poverty across the globe, right? And these ladies, these were like, say, जब मैं गई थी, These ladies were in Ghungat, and these ladies won 17 awards in 4 years time. क्या क्या award जीता देख लीजिए. One of them won CII award of 1.5 lakh cash award. They broke mustard production record of Madhya Pradesh. They won one award from the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Narendra Modi. अब देखिए, ये तो मैंने सोचा नहीं था ना. This has come from the universe. You start doing, the universe contributes. And that if that appears to be very strange, you start doing, you will get. And it was not me. It was somebody else giving them award. मेरी बात से नरेंद्र मोदी तो प्रभावित नहीं होते ना. मैंने बोल के तो नहीं करवाया होगा, right? So they had this, and in addition to that, they had become food sufficient, and they formed a federation and had 36 lakhs of workers. The entire mechanism, although the planning was mine because I was the leader, right? But I made them leader. Ladies became leader. And what she told about पूंजी की पूंजी. अगर छोटा कैपिटल फॉर्म हो जाता है with the poor, they will escape this vicious cycle of poverty. That is what her concept was. मैंने सिखाया ठीक है, but unless she was convinced, she was illiterate, right? She couldn't have told this with force, which won her this award, right? Agree? And the then industry minister felicitated her, Mr. Answer. This is another farmer who won MS Swaminathan award. This is another lady won one award from the Andhra Pradesh governor. So those were the achievements that I had. I call them as my achievements, although those awards were theirs. And managing ambiguity, as I told you, I had some difference of opinion at Meghalaya about going about the solution to the telephone department. I went there. Somebody told this thing. Whenever your boss says something and your boss's boss says something, you don't get entangled in that confusion. You get yourself out with your goal. If you have a goal, क्या करना है? Solution. If that is your goal, you will find a way out how to get out of that without bothering anybody. बॉस को कितना समझाने जाओगे? बॉस के बॉस वो नहीं समझ रहा होगा, उसको समझाने जाओगे. सबसे बेस्ट सोल्यूशन ले आओ, दोनों समझ जाएगा. Agree? Then practicing mindfulness, right? Mindfulness में, like say, what I do is whatever I told you, whatever I discussed you, this was my solution. That is why I am saying. But you must have also done so many things which you don't know. We will help you. The system that I have will help you create those kind of solutions also for you. So right now what I have done is whatever experience I have gathered, integrate करके, I have made myself a slogan. Solar efficient, disaster resilient, sustainable, affordable housing to EWS. अभी मैं affordable housing बना रही हूँ. You must have heard कि housing for all scheme of Prime Minister, right? India में, like say there are 85% of population lives in कच्चा houses. So the moment one disaster happens, उनको invest करना पड़ता है housing में. उनके life के entire saving उसी में चला जाता है. So if we can give them pakka house, then they will save that money, na? Each year 30-40,000 saving, whatever they are doing, that will be saved. That is what Devti Bai at Bandha were told. If we can have that capital, we can escape poverty. So this पैसा जो invest हो जाता है घर, छत नहीं होगा तो आप करोड़पति भी बन सकते हो क्या? No, not possible. घर चाहिए. Housing is an income enabler. So that is what I am trying to do right now. Other things you can see, farmer producer organization in Sikkim. I did it in the most difficult area because I had been in Meghalaya earlier, so I could do this in very less time. This is another aspect of your work. If you have experience, you can do in less time, bigger achievements. And the mantra of all these achievements are very tiny. You just have to facilitate to see that everybody works. Everybody is able to contribute to your vision. So facilitate that. If you encourage them, they will contribute, your team. The second is innovate. कैसे करना है, nobody is going to tell you. This will be your style. तो innovate कीजिए. Third is synergize. There will be many stakeholders. Apart from you, somebody else also will be working in that particular space. उनके साथ synergy कीजिए, partnership. No fighting, मारामारी, right? That way your achievement becomes faster. Then focus on solution. Always. कितना भी झगड़ा किसी के साथ हो जाए, what is the way out? Ask yourself all the time. And start small. ताजमहल पहले ही दिन ताजमहल बन गया था क्या? No. So it takes time. The first day ताजमहल का जो फाउंडेशन पड़ा होगा, कोई भी नहीं बोल सकता था कि it would be ताजमहल someday, right? So start small and everything else will happen automatically, right? And integrate your experiences. What is experience otherwise? Different kind of experience, expertise in your life is all that adds up to make you wiser, right? Make use of that. Integrate all those ideas. And if you have prior experience, those are plus points. Then daily wins already, I have told you, have a global vision with respect to that, how you can form your daily wins. So, how to do that? That you can do. Suppose I have, like say, net zero by 2080. 2080 तक जिंदा नहीं रहेंगे तो वो विजन कैसे किया? But you know, we can start. अभी हम लोग ही बहुत ज्यादा ग्रीन गैस प्रोड्यूस कर दिए, तो 2080 तक मैं क्या, मेरा कोई जनरेशन भी नहीं रहेगा जिंदा. So that is my responsibility to give a better world to my next generation, right? So that is why I have to make this world pollution free as much as I can do. मेरे लाइफ में कुछ भी pollution creating opportunity नहीं होना चाहिए. That is how you become a global warrior. कोई आपको recognize करे नहीं करो क्या जाता है? The nature knows ना कि आपने नहीं किया, right? So you are part of a bigger scheme, more than all the human beings, right? And this is my 10th thing, how I am reaching beyond. So ye sara, like say, this is part of a workshop where I am talking. This is Nobel laureate Professor Muhammad Yunus, with which I am working for this poverty eradication, then influencing and learning a skill. So this is my mentor, digital mentor, who has told me, "Itna sara kar rahi ho. If you come to the digital world, you can achieve faster." So that is why I am here, teaching, like say, addressing you in a digital manner online. And this is his mentor, right? And I have just achieved the first stage. These are the things. And this is another mentor from Singapore. So right now I have 12 mentors for me, from whom I am learning. And this is their mentor, who is the coach of Robert Kiyosaki, right? So I'm learning from this. So India has to be the learning capital of the future world. That is the dream. These people all have. So if they have taught me something, I am teaching you something, you will also teach to somebody else. That is how this Gurukul Parampara again will get revived. That is the idea. In the process, each of our dream also will get fulfilled. In the process of this revival of this Gurukul Parampara, right? These are few of the testimonials of my students, and this is the father of microfinance in India, who has given me a big compliment, saying that कहीं पे भी आपको रख दो, आप solution ढूंढ ही लेते हो. So it was like, say, the day he told me this, I felt like winning Nobel Prize for myself. So आपकी भी लाइफ में बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग बोले होंगे एंड बोल सकते हैं आगे. I wish you all the best and here is the curriculum. So my flagship course is Leadership Growth Blueprint, wherein I'll teach you how to be uncheckably productive, how you can all the time put yourself on your toes, like reframing, self-assessment questions. कोई दूसरा थोड़े पूछेगा, आप अपने खुद को पूछोगे. And what are your superpowers that you are born with, वो recognize कैसे करेंगे, उसको हमारे super mentors niche बोलते हैं. So you will find your niche, and the 5 bonuses will be internal patterns. Do you agree that while you do so much, achieve so much, you need to be a very strong person. आपको कोई strength दूसरा नहीं देगा. It has to come from within. Right? Everybody will give you a system. In that system, you have to discipline yourself. And then your internal power, which you are born with, जानते नहीं, that is अलग बात. But that will come up within this system. How you will wake up in the morning, and how that will give you the power for the day, how to build a big team. At least those concepts have to be in your mind. जैसे ही whatever your mind can conceive, you can achieve that. So पहले, even if you think that these are impossible, just have some dream. कुछ तो ड्रीम बना लीजिए and don't negate it. कोई दूसरा बोलने से पहले आप खुद को ही मना करते कहाँ होगा ये सब. Don't do that please. आपका ड्रीम ना, very authentic those dreams, because where from those dreams come? आप खुद से तो नहीं बनाते ना. Where from those come? This is universe's idea of giving you hints कि आप इसके लिए पैदा हुए. आप नेगेट करते रहते हो तो कौन क्या करेगा, right? And chase your version 10. ये जो मैंने बड़ा सा ड्रीम आपको दिखाया, मल्टी बिलियन एंड ऑल, that will be achieved with my version 10. So you have to be also your version 10 for your vision. We all have to transform ourselves from one stage to the other, right? And ABC plans for divergent models. Suppose I tell you this model. Something comes in your mind, something comes in somebody else's mind. Those are not conflicting ideas. आप सोचो तो conflicting है, but if you think that those are additional plans for you, so then there will be no failure, right? If one plan fails, other plan is there for you as backup plan. आप उसको कर सकते. So always, whoever is conflicting with you, and if you know how to manage conflict, this will increase your power. So this is my second course. Third is soul search. Mindfulness हम practice करेंगे ना in this course. So how to remain a winner? You have to be a winner within first. Then how to be not attached with any of the results. वो practice करेंगे कैसे? Because if you see, if you observe yourself, just think a bit. When you are in love with some work ना, कुछ बहुत प्यार से कर रहे हैं, do you bother what it is going to be? आप ना मग्न है उस काम को करने में. You are immersed in that work, and that is the, you are not attached with the result क्या होगा, because you are enjoying the process, right? So that zone में रहिए हमेशा. And call your higher self. जब भी आप परेशानी में होते हैं, what do you do? किसी भगवान को जिसको भी आप मानते हैं, आप याद करते हैं ना. So that is your higher self. And when you remember your higher self, the God or whatever you see, you just thank it. कि this opportunity has come your way. You have learned something. When you are grateful, then that sense, that thought process, it will multiply. There will be more opportunity for you to be grateful. So always grateful कैसे रहेंगे? कुछ खराब होते रहेगा थोड़े ही grateful. Something good will happen. So the first time you need to trick your mind कि आप grateful हो. You are learning something. Grateful for the universe to have given you such opportunity. This is a habit, you know. You have to train your mind. So intention, attention, attitude. Fourth is continuous upgrade. This is process versus result. बहुत टाइम होगा शायद आपको रिजल्ट नहीं आए. Sometimes it might so happen. But everybody says इंडिया पाकिस्तान गेम होता है. Recently इंडिया हार गई, right? Does that mean कि इंडिया is a बुरी team? No. It has just lost to a better team that day. So India is a winning team, right? How does it become? Anybody becomes a winning team by continuous process, focusing on the process. Win, defeat sometimes comes, but it doesn't diminish your credibility, right? So उस process में हमेशा रहिए. And how do you do that? Whatever you are today, tomorrow you should be a better version of this version today. Raise your bar. आज कुछ achievement हो गया. Next day you put yourself a goal which will achieve you better, right? And the fifth one is delegate appropriate, which is mentoring. Already I discussed. And the fifth is joypreneurship. Whatever you love, that can be a skill which can be monetized. That we will discuss. We will discover and monetize that skill. And no skill is like say beyond you. Whatever you love doing, that can be monetized in today's world. The 20 साल पहले नहीं होता था. आज के दिन में possible. Anything can be monetized. And I have many practice books for this. ये तो खाली concept हो गया. Then I create e-books and frameworks with which you can practice whatever out of these is your weak point. You can practice that and become stronger. So there are 30 of them. Here are those 30 books with different names. Is consistency, journaling, growing beyond, deep learning, sensibility, wellness, upgraph. Each has something. उसके next slide में मैंने describe किया, right? Flat out, fantastic, crucial crisis, intrigue, attuned, self-assessment. I have given some name to some of the practice and frameworks, and everything has a everything will be whatever. No, as soon as you come to this course, you will be finding them whatever you want, and those 30. So it will be like, and when you come to this class, you will join this course. Every week we will have 2 days in which your we will have a hackathon kind of thing, wherein your whatever questions you will have, that will get result. Also, we'll discuss the entire course chapter, whatever is for that week. We'll discuss that out so that you are thorough with your plan. Everybody will come with their own plan, and that plan we will concretize so that you are solidly on your path towards leadership growth. So that is what, and it will say 3 months course, and in 3 months time you will have, say, how many classes every week? 2. It will be like, say, 12 weeks, so 24 classes, right? In 24 classes, I'm pretty sure that you will complete all this. So these courses are of value 59,994, and these are each is a $47 thing, which comes to about 30 ebooks. Those come to rupees 1,11,000. So total value is 1,70,000, and today's price is 9,999. But if you buy this within 15 minutes, then it will be 5,999 only. So any question right now? I stop sharing. Yeah. Any question, Manoj and Kunti? Yes, yes. Go ahead. Ask me questions. Any questions? Manoj, you there? Kunti, are you there? Just unmute yourself. Are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, Geeta, yes.
Ask me. Manoj, do you have any question? Kunti?
I came here just because, I wanted to meet you.
Yeah.
And I'm already with.
Yes, I know.
Yes, yes. So
That is okay, but there is no
no,
issue.
the program. Well, your program is really authentic and very well laid out.
Thank
That's
you.
what I wanted to tell you. Your achievements are marvelous, and if I may say, I'm staying in Panchgani in Maharashtra,
Yeah.
and I have a dream. There are no hospitals over here, as well as the teaching. So I was bent on the NGOs. So that is my purpose of, trying to make money on this, selling my courses.
Okay.
So that way I was thinking, so your attitude, your achievement really, really made me, attracted towards your course. Very, very well done. In fact, I just want to know how I could connect. I'm at a place where I'm bothered about environment. Now, I'm staying in a valley, Panchgani, Ganeshpeth. So it's in the midst of a valley, and I did it because I wanted to be close to the nature.
Yeah.
So I want to join a sort of, like-minded environment. If you are also in that, which is a global scenario, please
Yeah.
let me know. Please let me know.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Or may your dream come true. It will.
Thank you.
I am sure it will, because you start small, Kunti. Like say, oh, that is the first mantra. If you do the first thing, don't try to do a very big thing.
No. That's why I am doing this. What is that? SIDS course.
Yes.
My niche is communication, and the spoke. I mean, spoke. So it's all to do with teaching. I've been a facilitator, mentor, and coach. So I have experience backing,
Yeah.
and I thought I'll teach that, make some money, and go into the stream.
Sure.
So your program was very, very helpful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Kunti, I'll ask you, because you are already in my list. So I send you, like say sometimes I send this link to my YouTube videos, because that is a channel where whatever Facebook live I do or whatever I do, that gets uploaded. So you get access to that for free, right?
Yeah. Now,
So,
see, for today, I remember telling you, your email went into my spam. That's how I couldn't get. And I was looking everywhere how to enter last meeting.
yes.
I don't know what was the topic. So today, I saw your message again. And I said, before messaging you or confirming, let me see. Then I had this Sam's seminar,
Okay.
and I had to go for that. So I said, after that, I'll definitely come and join you. And
Okay.
I did join. Yeah, it was about 9 something.
Yes. So no issue. The actually first time whoever no, sends you a message, it goes to the spam. So
Yes.
But
No,
after
now I have regularized it.
so it will now receive. So many of them have joined recently and they are not getting because they are not looking at the spam. So I ask them to come to my WhatsApp or into my Facebook group. Somewhere they have to connect, na, so that
Correct.
I can give them that message.
And I liked your helpful nature.
Thank you.
You said wherever you're getting stuck, please let me know. That's the reason I said I will go and watch your webinar. That was my way of saying thank you for being, so spontaneous. Though I didn't ask you,
Yeah.
but this today's talk with what you say webinar with Sam, it
Yeah.
sort of cleared my thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was very happy. But
Yeah.
I will be in touch with you, and I will be keeping a lookout wherever your programs are. Your achievements are unbelievable. Fantastic.
Sometimes
Fantastic.
I also can't believe, but the pattern I have recognized. That is why I have created this course. The
Yeah.
pattern are like, say you have.
I have any issue, if I get stuck anywhere, I will find
Oh,
you.
sure, sure. So you
And
be
we'll keep in touch.
part of this VIP group, because sometimes I send in message or sometimes in my message line, below my name,
Acha.
I have a link tree if you see in those mails.
I don't know. On WhatsApp, I've got something called your leaders or something.
No. In the mails you will get
Okay.
below some of the mails you will get my link tree. This thing.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep a lookout. I'll keep a
So
lookout.
there are 10, 15 kind of things that I do. Whatever you like, you can click and go there. So
I see. I see. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Nice. That's nice. And you live in Delhi. I know this is off the, it's not in tune with what webinar you're having. I'm sorry I can't join, but
no issue, no issue.
are you staying in Delhi?
So right now I am at Delhi. I am from Orissa. I,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So whenever you have some sort of, any social work,
Yeah.
just let me know. I don't know how I will be able to help in the sense to take part.
Yes. So I don't do any social work, Kunti.
Now,
No,
okay,
huh.
before you used to.
No. When you do social work means you are creating beneficiary, right? And beneficiary means somebody who takes the benefit. But
Oh,
I prefer to call all of them as clients. They actually can demand my service. So
okay,
how can they demand? By being capable. They are not at the receiving end. So
okay,
that is how I empower. So
okay,
whatever money they have, money or whatever resource they have, they
huh,
are resourceful.
okay,
So my work right now is working for them, but in that I make them as my what do you the partners. The
how,
other
what do you do, partner? How do you do?
so partnering means whatever they are asking for.
Acha,
Like say it is not always money,
correct.
it is the access, it is the knowledge, right?
Okay, yes.
And I give them that knowledge. With that they have to rise to a level and take that.
Okay,
What
okay,
the Bandhavgarh I have done, those people were not getting food
yes.
after 3 months, right?
Yeah, I read about it and I was very impressed. I mean, you are like a solution finder. I mean, giver, solution giver. You show the way, facilitate the
Yes.
movement.
So there I'll relate to one story. Like say, if you go to the agriculture field,
Hmm.
so the system of rice intensification, right? SRI, you will find that people are no, they have difficulty in accepting that in paddy. Paddy normally it happens.
Hmm.
But in those areas where I work, people did it with mustard, with wheat and paddy. They broke the mustard production record They're like that only.
Okay.
And one of the ladies, she was saying she will try it with urad.
Okay.
Now,
Mhm.
see, an illiterate lady,
Correct.
what is the better reward for your work than
Exactly.
lady saying that? You know,
Yes.
that day I challenged the whole world kind.
Okay. Okay.
And make somebody
Hmm.
think in that line.
Correct.
Nothing better is going to happen in this world other than that.
Of
So,
course.
so I knew
Hmm.
I can empower people easily.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Because you have the record, you have the achievement, past accolades to, define who you are. I am so happy I met you. I'm so happy that I made it to come and see you. I can, and if I come down to Delhi, definitely I'll
So,
phone you up and meet up with you. Nothing like that. And are you coming to Mumbai or something anytime?
I do travel.
Acha?
Mumbai also I'll be coming soon, I think.
Okay, okay.
So my
And
work,
are you going? Are you going to Chennai?
Chennai, yes, yes.
I'll miss you because I won't be coming.
Oh,
I'll
bye.
miss. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Anyways, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. So Manoj, we will connect later on then, or do you have
Yeah,
any?
Manoj, sorry,
no, Sangeeta.
Manoj,
Yes.
I'm sorry I took so much of your time.
It's okay. It is good interaction. That fun. Yeah, good to know about both.
Yes, yes.
Because I am also
We are.
connected in the SIDS group. I am also from the SIDS group. I just joined newly, so
Oh,
I know Sangeeta
acha,
through of one of my friend.
acha.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Sangeeta. It was
Okay.
really a good webinar with respect to the like your real time experience. You bring
Yeah.
up into the course, so that is
So both
definitely
of
will
you,
help.
I would request you to introduce this to your friends so who are
Yes,
stuck,
Yes,
Why?
yes,
Because
yes,
I see 90% of them cribbing and complaining who are very potential. But no, they don't think that there is a solution.
yes.
Why they, like say, they somehow don't trust people who I know personally. They
Huh,
think that I'm talking about like ये small thing करने से कैसे हो जाएगा इतना बड़ा problem है. It is
huh,
not a big problem. बोलने से भी it is like say, but
huh.
if a third party says, if you are saying that
Yes,
this is
has more power.
uh,
Yes,
that
correct.
has more power.
Third party influence.
Yes.
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So please introduce them and no, that whatever link I am giving, just pass it on so that everybody at least they see my YouTube, they see whatever free resources I have.
Yes, yes. And I'm also going
Yes.
to watch your YouTube too. Whenever I can, definitely.
Yeah,
Okay. Nice meeting you.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so